They say once you look into the dark, well, the dark'll start looking back at you. Some folks'll tell you that's a gift, like you've been chosen to see what most folks can't. Others reckon it's a curse, something you'll wish you could unsee. Some spend their lives trying to explain it away, and some walk right past it, blind as a stump, never knowing how close it come. Howdy, y'all. This here's a Kentucky Melody, and I'm Earl, your guide through this trail we're about to walk. Now, I'd call myself a skeptical believer. I ain't never laid eyes on something I'd swear was supernatural, but I've heard my fair share of sounds that didn't have no easy answer. I've always looked for the sensible cause, found one more often than not, and went on with my life. But I keep my mind open, 'cause if there's even the slimmest chance the strange is real, I reckon it's worth listening for. Tonight ain't just about one ghost nor one spooky holler. It's about you. Why some folks seem to draw the strange like a moth to a flame, why others can't see it even when it's staring them dead in the face, and what it's like to live in that in-between place, where doubt and belief wrestle like two hounds under the porch. So, set yourself down, grab a cup, and lean in close. This one's gonna run deep. Ellen Rivers was 12 the first time the dark come to her. It was October, cold enough the boards in the floor creaked sharp, and sound carried further than it ought to in that holler. Her granddaddy'd been sick for weeks, coughing that deep, wet cough what rattled all through the house. That night, round about midnight, Ellen woke up hearing her bedroom door ease open. She sat up, rubbing her eyes, and there he was, standing in the doorway, wearing his old red flannel, smiling that soft way he always did when he slipped her a peppermint after supper. But something weren't right. His eyes weren't looking at her. They was looking through her, like he had his mind set on some place far away. Before she could speak, he turned, stepped out into the hall, and just faded like smoke blowed off a candle. Next morning, her mama told her, Granddaddy passed in his sleep last night, just after midnight. From that night on, Ellen swore the world had changed for her. She'd hear bootsteps crossing the upstairs hall when she was the only soul home, catch a shadow slipping across a locked-up room. One night, she woke to the smell of pipe smoke so strong, she near expected him to be setting at the foot of her bed. Folks round here call it being tuned in. Ellen says she didn't ask for the station to start playing, but she can't turn it off. Mark Rivers, Ellen's older brother, was in that same house that night, but he tells it a whole different way. He heard the door creak, heard the floor pop. When he went to look, all he saw was a dark hallway, still as stone. Mark don't doubt Ellen believes what she saw, but he'll tell you straight, the mind's a mighty tricky thing. You expect to see something strange, and you will, even if it's just a shadow flickering at the edge of your eye. He'll rattle off talk about infrasound, them low hums from the wind coming through a hollow that can make your chest feel tight and set your eyes to playing tricks. He'll talk about sleep paralysis and how it can pin you down while your brain makes up figures standing in the dark. To Mark, Ellen's first time just primed her for seeing more. But every now and again, his voice drops off when he talks about that old house, like maybe there's a thing or two he can't quite explain away. Couple years back, Ellen and Mark went back to that house after their mama passed. It was quiet, cold even with the summer sun outside, dust floating in the light like slow-falling snow. Mark was in the kitchen when he heard it. Slow, deliberate steps upstairs, starting in Ellen's old room and heading toward the stairs. He hollered up, thinking she'd gone up there, but she walked in behind him from outside, arms full of boxes. Then they both heard it, low humming, drifting down the hall. Same tune their granddaddy used to whistle while whittling on the porch. On the way home, Mark didn't say it was a ghost, but he sure didn't say it wasn't. Then there's folks like Tommy Vance. Tommy growed up just down the road, in a farmhouse the old-timers swore was haunted. Lights would flicker when the air was still. Dogs wouldn't step on the porch after sundown. Guests left early, swearing they felt something cold brush past them. Tommy, he never noticed a blessed thing. Didn't see the pale figure his cousin swore was staring out the kitchen window one night. Didn't hear the knock that come from inside the hall closet. For people like Tommy, the mind's got a gate on it. If something don't fit what they think's possible, it gets tossed before it ever reaches the part that wonders. A slammed door, wind, a whisper, TV. They ain't skeptics. Skeptics at least admit it was strange for finding a reason. The blind, they skip the strange entirely. Ellen figures spirits won't bother with folks like Tommy. Mark says maybe they're the lucky ones. Some folks go hunting in the dark. Some can't help but see it. Some explain it away, and some walk right past it, never knowing it was standing in the doorway. But if you've ever caught it, even once, if you've ever looked into the dark and felt it looking back, you know that once that door swings open, you don't get to choose when it shuts. Maybe the safest thing is to never see it at all, or maybe that's the most dangerous thing there is. Now, y'all tell me something. Have you ever felt it? That cold prickle up the back of your neck when the air's dead still, but something feels like it's watching you. Do you think some folks are born seeing the things others can't? Or is it just that most of us are too scared to look close enough? Go on. Tell me your side down in the comments. I'll be reading them tonight, in the dark. And if you're brave enough to walk with me through more tales like this, click that subscribe button, ring the bell, and keep your ears open. 'Cause here in these hills, the dead don't sleep and the living don't always walk alone.